Good. All right. So happy spring. The new moon is upon us, so you can wake up from your slumber the past 5 days if you are feeling sleepy. The new moon, I did an astrology workshop yesterday. So the waxing and the waning of our moon sometimes plays into our energy level. So if you were feeling sluggish the past, say, 5 days or so, it might be because of the moon. When the moon's in total darkness, we tend to be a little bit more tired, or well, could be. Anyway, so let's start in a comfortable seat. Close your eyes and sit up nice and tall. Feel like your spine maybe grew a ½ inch or so. Lift your chin so it's parallel to the mat, to the floor. Draw your chin in just a little bit, helping the cervical spine in your neck soften. Take an inhale through both nostrils, pause at the top, and then sigh it out through the mouth. Another inhale through the nose. Pause and sigh it out. Find your natural breath. Starting with a very simple breath awareness, not manipulating the breath in any way, just following the inhales and the exhales in its natural state. Notice any smells, sounds, the external senses, and now bring your attention to your internal senses and check in with your body. Do a scan maybe from the root of your seat right now. Your sits bones, feel them ground down. Feel how the thighs are, if those muscles are relaxed or tight. Working your way up, notice how the belly feels. Up to the heart space, the jaw, the muscles around the eyes, softening the sockets, and then the muscle in your brow. Reading from Jivamukti Yoga, Sharon Gannon and David Life say all yoga practices, including meditation, are designed to reveal the existing happiness in every cell and tissue of the body and every thought wave of the mind. Through these practices, the yogi seeks to clear the mind of all thoughts that cloud the myth of the psyche, that the inner soul or self exists externally in a state of happiness. To truly be happy, we must bring the mind into a condition of clear perception. With clear perception, the mind reflects the self like a clean mirror. In the first chapter of the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali answers the question, what is yoga? Yoga is the cessation of the fluctuations or whirlings of the mind. When you stop identifying with your thoughts, the fluctuations of mind, then there is yoga, which is identification with the self, samadhi, happiness, bliss, and ecstasy. So I chose that passage just to highlight how different yoga is as far as it being more than just a physical practice, and thinking about how it enhances life, your life, other people's lives, on and off the mat, how it can influence. So just have an open mind as you move through the asanas, the physical practice today. Pay special attention to your breath and how your breath is moving as you move. Know that our breath is our life force, and how it can help on our mat, but also off the mat. So let's start with a pranayama this morning before we om and before we set our intention, just to help balance the mind a little bit, help clear the mind. Let's do alternate nostril breathing. So turn the left palm to face up and lightly touch your index finger to the thumb, extending third, fourth, fifth fingers. Take your right hand and place the index finger and the third finger right in between the eyebrows. We'll use our thumb and our ring finger to close one nostril at a time. So take a full inhale. Exhale it fully out. Now close the right nostril with your thumb. Inhale through the left nostril. Close the left nostril, pause. Let the thumb release the right nostril. Exhale through the right nostril. Now inhale through the right nostril. Close both and pause. Release the left and exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Pause at the top. Exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Pause. Exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Pause. Exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right nostril. Pause. Exhale through the left nostril. Continue, do one more round on your own. Finishing with exhaling out the left nostril. When that round's complete, release the right hand, dropping it down to the knee. Also taking the same mudra now with the right hand, gently touching index finger to the right thumb, extending third, fourth, fifth fingers. Come back to your natural breath and notice any sensations. Alternate nostril breathing. As I mentioned, it helps to balance right and left brain. The direction of the breath, inhaling through the left, circulating down through the right, and then reversing it. Moves the breath through our body in such a way that it helps to quiet those cessations in the mind. And when the mind is quieter, we have clearer thoughts. We help set conditions in our body for release. Bring your hands to your heart center and set an intention, something that, as we've been talking about with spring, it's a time of renewal. So if there's something in your life, whether it's physical, mental, that you'd like to focus on, this intention helps set a direction for your practice. So at any point, if there's a pose that you're finding to be a challenge, come back to your intention. Helps to quiet the mind. Let's open the practice with the sound of Om. Do a full clearing breath. Inhale. Exhale it out. And then we'll inhale. Flickering the eyes open, coming back to the space that we're in. Come to lie on your backs and draw your knees into your chest. Gaze and nose facing the ceiling. Take your hands, press them on top of your knees. Have your knees hip distance apart. Lift your calves so they're parallel with the floor and flex your feet. And then just with a very little effort, press your knees into your hands as you press your hands into your knees. Do you feel a flattening of your back? That's the idea. Holding here, inhale, exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe in and breathe out. And now hug the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side, massage the sacrum. That's that low part of your back, the bony part where your sits bones are. And then slide the legs out onto the mat. Inhale, arms overhead. Get long, reach for the fingertips, point your toes. Feel that natural arch forming your back. Lower the hands alongside your body and now bring the toes towards you, flexing the feet and pushing through your heels. Draw your knees into your chest again. This time lift your forehead up to your knees. So you're making a yogi ball, but stretching the back of your neck, opening up the back of the neck. And then lower the head, but let it be lifted about an inch off the mat. And then extend the left leg so the heel is about an inch off the mat. And have your gaze looking at your toes. And switch. Extend right leg, draw left knee in. switch. Extend left leg. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Feeling that engagement in the belly. A few more. Moving with your breath. And now draw the left knee into your other knee. Let the head relax and extend the leg straight up to the ceiling. Take a moment here to breathe into the hamstrings, the backs of the legs. Relax your shoulders. Take an inhale. On your exhale, lower left leg. Don't let it drop all the way. Keep it an inch off the mat. Inhale, lift it back up. And exhale, lower right leg. Keep it an inch off the mat. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower left leg. Inhale, lifting it up. Exhale, lower right leg. Inhale, lift it up. Relax your shoulders. Exhale, lowering left leg. Inhale, lifting it up. And exhale, lower right leg. Lifting right leg up. Exhale, lowering left leg. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower right leg. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower left leg. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower right leg. Inhale, lift it up. Hug your knees into your chest. Extend the legs out onto the mat. Take the arms overhead. Another long stretch. Point the toes to the mirrors. Lower the arms. Flex the feet again. Push through the heels. And relax the legs and slowly lift your chin to your chest. So you're looking at your toes. Feel the engagement that creates in the belly. Where are you feeling the muscles engage? Have your hands alongside your body, palms face down, and now lift your heels an inch. Where is that engagement now in the belly? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, draw the knees into your chest again. Rock from side to side. Deep breath in. Exhale, side out. We're going to rock up to a seat. So take your hands under the knees. Begin to rock forward and back at least 3 times before coming up. So you massage out the spine, and when you come up on your sit bones, balancing, coming into boat pose. So our chests are lifted. If you feel like you're collapsing in the pose, focus more on straightening and lengthening the spine. If you're resting on your sit bones and feel like you can release the arms, maybe straighten the legs. Keep that chest and heart space lifted up. One more full inhale. Exhale, feet down as wide as your mat. Hands on your knees, bring your chest through the knees. And exhale, round the spine, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, lengthen as you bring the chest through. And exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, one more time, lengthening, lifting the chest. And exhale, round the spine, touch chin to chest. Come to neutral and then bring your feet closer together so the toes are touching, maybe even the heels are touching, the knees are coming close together. Wrap the left arm around the knees. Take the right hand behind so the fingertips are pointing out. Lengthen, lift up nice and tall, and then twist to the right. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. So in our twist, we want to twist from the navel up, and that helps protect our low back, our lumbar spine. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more full inhale. And then exhale, come through center, wrapping the right arm around the knees. Left hand comes behind. Think about lengthening first, lifting the chest up, and then moving into the twist. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. If that left arm is bent, if that left elbow is bent, try and straighten it to help use it like a kickstand to lengthen the spine. And then come through center, extend your legs out in front of you, shake them out, rock forward a little bit, move the flesh away from the sit bones. Draw the right knee into your chest and place it over the left leg. Keep this left leg active so the left foot stays flexed. And now push into your toe ball mound of this right foot. Right hand behind the right sit bone, just like in TP twist. Inhale, left arm up by the ear. So get nice and long here. Twist to the right. Hook that left elbow to right knee. This time, maybe look over that right shoulder. A little stretch for the neck. With each inhale and exhale, turn the head just a little bit more. Continue to breathe, not holding our breath, but breathing in this twist, helping to release those party toxins. Inhale, on your exhale, look further only with your eyes. And then come through center, counter twist to the left. And then release that right leg, shake out the legs a little bit. Draw that left knee into your chest, same thing this other side. Left hand comes behind left sit bone. Really press into that palm, straightening that arm. Inhale, right arm up by the ear, so finding length first, then moving into the twist. Try and press the toe ball mound of your left foot now into the mat. And then stretching the neck, seeing if we can take our gaze over our left shoulder. So these twists do indeed help release toxins out of the body, giving our intestines a little workout. One more full inhale. On the exhale, look a little further with your eyes only. And then come through center, counter twist to the right. Release that left leg, shake out the legs again. And then we'll cross at the ankles, roll forward to tabletop. So finding alignment here in our hands and knees. Have your shoulders stacking with your elbows and wrists, fingers spread. Tops of the feet on the mat, and your knees are in line with your hips. And now draw the navel toward your spine. So you're finding a neutral spine. And then on an inhale, lift the crown of your head, tilt your tailbone up. So you're coming into cow pose. On your exhale, round the spine, tuck your tailbone, chin to chest, cat pose. Inhale to cow pose and exhale into cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Keeping that engagement in the core, in your abdominals, as you move through cow and cat. So that helps to warm up the core and those muscles in the belly. And then come to neutral. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, thread it under the left arm, threading the needle, bringing the right cheek to the mat. Left hand can stay right by the face, or it can extend straight out to the top of your mat, or you can lift it up, turn the palm, wrap it around the back, reach for the top of your right thigh, and that would be taking the bind. The bind is not necessary for optimizing this pose. So you can, just because I'm giving the suggestions doesn't mean that it's a must. So part of honoring your body, part of making it your practice is doing what feels good for your body. Breathe in and breathe out. Sits bones should be level here. So if you feel like your left hip is lifting up a little bit, try and even that out. One more full inhale. If you've taken the bind, release it and bring the hand back by the face. Press into that left hand. Inhale, right arm up, opening the chest. Exhale it down. Take a moment to find tabletop again. So you still want your knees in line with your hips. You want that alignment to start. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread it under the right, dropping that left cheek, side of the face to the mat. Your hips stay in line with the knees, so we're not sitting back in our seat. Opening the shoulder, so looking for those arm variations or not, the hand can stay by the face. Be aware of what body parts are being stretched in this. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. If you've taken the bind, go ahead and release that. Everybody bring the right hand close by the face, pressing into that hand and lifting. Left arm up, opening that left side of the chest. Lower that left hand down and walk your hands out, just a handprint in front of where they were. Step both feet back, extending the legs and finding plank pose. So holding plank here for just a few breaths to give yourself a chance to make any little adjustments. So our hips are low, so we're finding a long line of energy. We don't want to have the belly sagging. We want to have it nice and strong, line of energy. Try not to collapse in your shoulders. And now lower your knees down. Rotate elbow creases to the front of the mat. And then start to bend the elbows, keeping them hugged into the sides of your body, lowering chest and chin. Lift your gaze up so your booty is sticking up in the air like an inchworm.
and then slide forward onto the belly. Draw the elbows toward each other, shoulder blades coming toward each other and down the back. Inhale, lift up into Cobra, Bhujangasana. And exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes under. Push your seat back to your heels so you're coming to a modified squat. So the head is between the arms and the arms are fully extended, fingers spread. So we're positioning ourselves for downward dog. You're on your toes, lift your knees and your shins up so they're parallel to the mat. And now continue to straighten the legs, lifting the hips up to the ceiling. Arms are fully extended. Pedal out your downward dog. If you see your neighbors taking any modifications, they might be doing that because of taking pressure off of their wrists. So this is part of, again, honoring our bodies. We don't want this practice to lead to injury. Doing it safely. Downward dog, we're looking for spinal extension here. We're looking for a relaxed neck. We're looking to stretch our hamstrings, open our shoulders. One more full inhale and exhale, and then look between your hands and walk one footprint at a time to the top of your mat. And lift up halfway, bring your fingertips to your knees. So here in a half lift, find a flat back. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. So fingertips resting on our knees or maybe just below the kneecaps. Have the gaze looking at the floor so that your neck feels like it's an extension of your spine. Feel the belly engage here. Now add the arms. Lift the arms up shoulder height so you're making a T. Feel that engagement in the belly just a little bit more. And then lift with that flat back. Take the arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Recall your intention. Be reminded of the intention that you set when your fingers were here at the start of your practice. With an inhale, sweep the arms overhead. With your exhale, take the arms out wide, hinge at your hips. With that flat back, that lengthening of the spine, come into your forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, find a flat back. Exhale, fold over the legs. Press into your feet, sweep the arms out wide, take them overhead as you lift with a flat back. Exhale, hands to heart center. With that big inhale, sweep the arms overhead. And with your exhale, take them out wide, hinge at the hips, come into Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, come to a half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, palms touch. And exhale, hands to heart center. Find Tadasana, mountain pose. And pause here for a few breaths. Close your eyes. Lift your toes. Lift your toes again and then lower one toe at a time. So pinky toe, fourth toe, third, second toe, and the big toe. Feel that prana moving through your body. Feel the effects of matching breath with movement. Inhale, take the arms overhead. We're going to add on to this flow now. Exhale, come into forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, and step both feet back to your plank pose. Take a full inhale. On your exhale, lower knees, hug those elbows in as you lower chin and chest down. Inhale, slide forward onto the belly. Hug the elbows in toward each other as you lift up into cobra. Exhale, lower down, tuck your toes under, push your seat back to your heels, lift the hips up, downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. And inhale. Exhale, 5. Look between your hands. Walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Inhale to a half lift. And exhale, hold. Inhale, sweeping the arms around and overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tadasana, we're going to do that sun salutation one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, hinge up the hips. Come into Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step both feet back to plank pose. Take a full inhale. As you exhale, lower your knees down, hug your elbows in as you lower chin and chest. Inhale, slide forward onto the belly, lifting up into cobra. And exhale, lower down, push your seat back to your heels. Lifting the hips up, downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Bring your hips up to the ceiling just a little bit more. And exhale, 5. Look between your hands. Walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift up halfway, and exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeping the arms around, up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana. Bend your knees. Chair pose. Take your seat towards your heels. Have the weight be in your heels. So the seat is moving back so your knees are behind your toes. Inhale, lift the arms up. Draw the navel in so that the arch in your back lessens, softens. Bring your hands to heart center. Twist to the right. Hook that left elbow to right knee. Look down, make sure your knees are in line with each other. If one knee is moving in front of the other, draw that hip back. Breathe in and breathe out. One more full inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center, straighten the legs. Take your prayer overhead. Arch the upper back just a little bit. And then take the arms out wide, find Tadasana. Full inhale. On your exhale, chair pose, seat dropping toward the heels. Weight is in your heels. Arms come up by the ears. Draw the belly in. Hands come to heart center, twisting to the left now. Right elbow to left knee. Knees are in line with each other. Breathe in. Breathe out. Steve, bring your feet closer together. Inhale, hands to heart center. This time, come into forward fold, so straighten the legs and hinge forward. 5 breaths here in Uttanasana. Modify as you need to. Legs don't have to be straight. You can put a little micro bend in the knees. You You can place hands on a block or 2 blocks if your hands aren't naturally reaching the floor. Help the floor meet the hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Last full inhale. Exhale, bend the knees a lot and roll up to standing. Take 2 breaths to do it. Unwinding the spine. As you come up, lift the shoulders up to the ears. Draw them back. Draw shoulder blades toward each other and down the back. Inhale, take the arms overhead. Interlace the fingers. Turn the palms to face up. Press down through the 4 corners of your feet. So that trick of lengthening the arms while softening the shoulders. Draw the belly in. On your exhale, take the arms out wide, flex the hands, press through the palms. Breathe in. And breathe out, soften your shoulders. Take the arms behind, back a little bit, out of your peripheral vision, opening the chest even more. And now bring the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, extend the arms. If the shoulders are real tight, you can bend the elbows, place your knuckles on your sacrum. Another chest opener here. Shoulder blades drawing toward each other and down the back. And release the arms, take them overhead. Exhale, lower 2, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step the feet back, come right to downward facing dog. So finding downward dog. Bring your feet closer together. And now inhale, right leg up, 3-legged dog. Draw the right knee into your chest and lift it back up. Inhale, draw knee to chest toward chin. Lift it back up. One more. Inhale, bring that knee into the chest and lift it up. With that right leg lifted, now bend the right knee. Lift that right knee up, opening that hip. Keep the shoulders squared. Maybe kick your butt a couple times. And then lowering that right leg. Inhale, lift the left leg, 3-legged dog. Draw that left knee into your chest and lift it back up. Inhale, draw that left knee into the chest and lift it back up. One more time. Draw knee into chest, lift it back up, and now bend that left knee, lift the left knee up, opening that hip. Strong shoulders, head between the arms, maybe kick yourself a couple times. And then lower that left leg. Inhale, right leg up one more time, draw the knee into your chest, and now step that right foot forward, coming to where you're bending this right knee. Drop the left heel down. The left toes are on an angle, setting up for warrior one. Bend that right knee, float the arms, coming up by the ears. Continue to lift with lengthening of the spine as you lift. Beautiful. Gorgeous warrior ones. Feel that extension in the back leg. Feel that right knee working toward a 90-degree angle. Shoulders are soft. And lengthening up through the arms. Breathe in and breathe out. Hips are square to the front of your mat. Lower the hands down to the mat. Pivot that back foot so you're on your toes, and then step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Lift the left leg. Draw the left knee into your chest. Step that left foot forward. Drop the right heel down. So take a look. Your heels should be a little off kilter. So you're standing on 2 planks of wood. So that right heel is not directly behind the left. And now bend that left knee a little bit more. Lift the arms up by the ears. Chest lifting off the leg, and then lift all the way up. Warrior one, soften shoulders. Reaching through the arms. Drawing the belly in. Good engagement in the core. Beautiful. Hips square to the front of the mat. So the left toes are facing forward. Wiggle those left toes a little bit. One more full inhale. Exhale, lower hands down to the mat and step back, come to plank pose. One more vinyasa. Lower knees, chest and chin. Inhale, slide forward onto the belly and then pressing up into cobra. Exhale, lower down, tuck your toes under, push your seat back to your heels, lift the hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg again, 3-legged dog. Draw that right knee into your chest, step the right foot forward. Drop the left heel, but this time have the heels in line with each other. Bend the left knee, lift the left arm up. So you're opening this left hip to the TV wall. And now continue to lift up. So press into your feet, lift up, warrior two. So you've turned your hips now to the side, to the TV wall. Look out past, over your back arm. Make sure that left arm is coming out from the shoulder. And then gaze looks out over the right. Flip your palms to face the ceiling. See how your elbow creases rotated? So elbow creases are facing the ceiling. Now only rotate the wrists. So the palms are face down again, but your elbow creases stay up. That helps the shoulders get the rotation that they need. Shoulders are stacking with hips. Breathe in and breathe out. But from warrior two, we're going to drop this right elbow and right forearm, turn the palm face up. Take this left arm closer to the ear. Good idea, Nick. Make a big circle. Take that left arm down, circle it up. Another big circle. Breathe. One more. And then keep it up by the ear. Get long on this left side. Try not to dump into the right shoulder. One more full inhale. Exhale, take the left hand down, pivot on that back foot, plant both hands, step the right foot back. Downward facing dog, breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, lift the left leg, Draw that left knee into the chest, step the left foot forward. Drop the right heel down. Make sure your heels are in line with each other. Right toes turning about 20 degrees. Deep bend in the left knee. Take this right arm up, opening the hips to the side. And now with your core strength, press into your feet, lift up to warrior two on the other side. Same adjustments. Look out over your back arm, making sure it's in line with your shoulder, and then gaze looks out over the left fingers. Flip your palms up. Elbow creases rotate to the top, to the ceiling, and now only rotate your wrists. Reach through the fingers. So there's a lengthening of the arms, yet shoulders are soft. Deepen that bend in the left knee. Feel the torso straight up and down, yet that left knee is reaching toward the mirrors. Lower this left forearm and elbow. Take the right arm by the ear. Make a big circle. Dropping that right arm down, sweeping it around. Breathing as you do. Left knee still bending toward a 90-degree angle. Right leg extended. Bring that right arm by the ear. Get long on this right side. Try not to dump all your weight into the left arm. One more full inhale. Exhale, lower the right arm down, pivot that back foot, step the left leg back to plank, lower your knees, lower the whole body to the mat. Make a pillow for your head, stacking the hands on top of each other and resting the forehead on the backs of the hands. Rock the hips from side to side. Breathe in and breathe out. Connecting with your breath again. Breathing in, breathing out. Take the elbows out a little wider so that your shoulders can soften a little bit more. And then for our back bend today, we'll do Shalabhasana. So bring the arms by the sides of your body and bring your forehead to the mat. Draw your legs together so that your toes are touching. Very important, lengthen down through the low back now. So you're kind of tilting the pelvis toward the mat. And now draw the shoulders away from the ears. On an inhale, lift the legs, lift the arms, lift the upper body. But keep the gaze looking at the mat so that your neck feels like it's an extension of the spine. So even though this is called a back bend, we're really lengthening the muscles. One more full inhale, maybe lift just a little higher, and then exhale, lower down and turn one cheek to the mat. Take a couple breaths to rest in between. So in Shalabhasana, so relax everything, relax arms and legs. In Shalabhasana, we're lengthening the muscles as we're getting a mild back bend. So we're working our back muscles. So bring the legs together, bring the forehead to the mat. Tilt your pelvis toward the mat a little bit. Try and keep your legs zipped together on this one. And then begin to lift up, lift legs, lift arms, draw the shoulders away from the ears.
head lifts a little bit, but the gaze stays looking down so that you're not cranking on your neck muscles. Breathe in and breathe out. One more inhale, lift maybe just a little, feel one more rib cage lift up, and then exhale, lower down, turn the opposite cheek to the mat. This last one you can do with straight legs, just like we did, or if you'd like to go into bow pose, you can bend your knees, but keep your knees and your feet close together and reach back for your wrapping your hands around the fronts of your ankles. On an inhale, either lift up just like we did for Shalabhasana or grabbing at the ankles, trying to keep your knees working toward each other if you're coming up into bow. Everybody lifting up. If you're in, whatever you're in, again, make sure you're not cranking on the neck muscles. Try to see if you can bring your knees a little. And then pressing the ankles into your hands to help you open across the chest. And then lowering down slowly. And keep your knees bent, windshield wiper your legs from side to side slowly. Slowly roll onto your backs and hug your knees into your chest. And doing our revolved abdomen twist to counter that back bend. So let the arms come out to the side. Palms face up, relax your shoulders. So the arms are coming out directly from the shoulders, so shoulder height. Keep your knees drawing into your chest as you lower the knees down to the left. Let the left leg drop fully onto the floor. See if the right leg can rest on the left. If it can't, put a block in between the thighs. So revolved abdomen twist. So when we come into the twist, we want to try and keep the knees in line with the navel. Breathing in and breathing out. Bringing your awareness to the areas that are holding on to tension here. Where can you soften? Full inhale and exhale. So when we set these conditions for release, we come back to that sutra. We help the fluctuations of our mind to soften. And then with engagement of your core, lift your knees to center, keeping the arms in that T position. Draw the knees into your chest, slowly lower to the right. Use that block in between the thighs to help if you feel a lot of tension in the low back. Good adjustments. Breathing in and breathing out. letting the body soften here, even in this constricted pose.
Bringing the knees back to center. Hug them into the chest a little bit more. Lift the forehead up to the knees. And then relax the head. Before moving into Shavasana, take the feet up to the ceiling. So Vipariti Karani for about 30 seconds to allow this reversal of circulation. Picture your legs like an hourglass with the sand in your heels. As the sand gently moves down, the knees are that skinny part of the hourglass. The sand moving down the thighs, depositing into the hips and the sits bones. See where you can soften here. If the legs are shaking a little bit, that's perfectly natural. Just releasing energy that's been stored in the legs. Slowly begin to bend the knees toward the chest. Then slide one leg out onto the mat toward the right corner of your mat. Then slide the left leg out onto your mat, the left heel toward the left corner. Flex the feet and press the heels toward the mirrors, lengthening out of your hip joints. Bring your hands, have them rest on your belly. Glide your shoulder blades under. Release tension out of your legs. Let the feet flop out to the side. And then slide one hand up to your heart as one hand is by the belly. And just take a few breaths here where you feel the rise and fall of the breath. When that feels complete for you, slowly release the arms onto the floor, about 30 degrees away from the body, palms face up. Let the shoulders fall away from the ears. Invite in a softening. Allow Mother Earth to support you so you can release. Consciousness is the ultimate linking mechanism. Use your breath as a training tool for the attention, thereby awakening consciousness. To use the breath for our practice means to account for each breath.
Tie each breath to the appropriate movement. The breath illuminates and fills our asana practice. Instead of tuning out, tune in. Feel the breath as it washes over your body. Imagine inhaling light from your toes, up the legs, into the belly, heart space, neck, jaw, forehead, brow muscle. Begin to deepen that breath. Picture that light moving again as you deepen the breath, moving it from the feet to the toes, up the body, and back down, healing whatever might be in its path. Invite small movements back in, wiggling the fingers and the toes, circling the wrists and ankles. Inhaling arms overhead for a long stretch. Then drawing knees into your chest. Rocking onto one side, extending the arm to use as a support for your head. Take a couple breaths there just to awaken the body, awaken the mind. And when you're ready, moving up to a comfortable seat, crossing the legs. Keeping the eyes closed or at a soft gaze and bringing your hands to your heart center. Lower the chest toward the chin a little bit. Sorry, the chin toward the chest. To thank yourself for coming onto your mat this morning. And take a moment to feel gratitude for this practice, for any teachers that you've had, and then acknowledging those teachers' teachers, those teachers' teachers, all the way back to those who brought this practice to us. The Light in Me sees and honors the light in each of you. Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for coming. Namaste. Happy Monday. Thank you. Appreciate that.